So just keep faith in yourself. Just keep faith in your effort. Understand that ain't nothing finna just come overnight. Some of the best things in life is worth working for. So when you get them, you can truly appreciate them. And I think that's why we go through the troubles and trials and tribulations that we go through, because God is testing us to show us, look, this ain't for you right now. But when you get what you getting, understand you're gonna appreciate it. You're gonna cherish it because you worked hard for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You woke up 9 to 5 early in the morning, crack of dawn, ate your breakfast for 4 minutes, and then ran out the door in 2. You see what I'm saying? Just to make sure you missed the bus and had to walk. You see what I'm saying? 4 minutes and then ran out the door in 2. It's crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you do that, you got to make sure that you keep that focus. And when I guarantee you, man, you was walking at first, but now you're on the porch. You see what I'm saying? It pay out in the end. You just got to keep faith in yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I want to take this opportunity to say welcome to Soulful Sundays. I am indeed your man, 50 grand. I am the one, the only, born the champ. You know what I'm saying? Your nephew, your next of kin. And appreciate y'all coming on this ride with me. It's Soulful Sunday. We speak from the heart. We speak from the soul. And we touch on topics that are relative to what people are facing today, what we're dealing with today, all in the effort and an attempt to just somebody be encouraged. At the end of this show, if anything I've said or my illustrious guests have said hits home and you are inspired and you are encouraged, then I did my job. So again, welcome. We're getting ready to go on. We're getting ready to keep going. And so let's keep it going. Let's buckle up. For those that's just tuning in, buckle up. You in for one heck of a ride. It's going to be a lot of fun. Y'all ready? Let's go. So, last episode we talked about the importance of supporting each other's vision. It is imperative to do so. But in order to support each other's vision, you have to talk about the vision. You have to be willing to share the vision with this person that you have or claim to have an interest in. Even with friends, even when you share it with friends, it is imperative to, you know what I'm saying, have that level of transparency where you sharing the vision. And oftentimes you will find out when you share the vision who's with you and who's not. Who believes in it, who doesn't. You'll find it out. So, but this particular episode, I want to hit on compatibility. How important is it for y'all to be compatible? How important is it? How important is it for you and your significant other to be compatible, to be on the same page? Where does what's the priority when it comes to compatibility? Is it high on your list, or is it in the middle, or is it at the bottom, or is it not on the list at all? I think it is very important to be that you be compatible. I know they say opposites attract and all of that type of stuff, but I think the importance of compatibility also will show the level of support that you give to one another. So it is imperative to be compatible, or I put it in this term. The Bible says be equally yoked. So it is imperative. I'm gonna bring my boy Keno back on, bro, and I want you to just tell me and tell the people how important is it? How important is compatibility when it comes to the forming of the building of a relationship?
All right, that's I like that, man. That's one of them father of a nation questions. You know what I'm saying? But compatibility, man, it's always good to have, but it's not a necessity when it comes to the introductions to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what communication and getting to know a person comes from. You know what I'm saying? It might turn out one of your worst signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people do the compatibility astrology stuff. I don't necessarily go off of that no more. I used to believe in it, but I found the best way to get to know a person is to communicate with them, to have a conversation. And I believe conversations make the world go around, literally. You know what I'm saying? So if I take 5 minutes out of my day and that 5-minute convo turn into a 3-hour conversation, I feel like I just got to know you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's compatibility right there. But if I've known you 10 years and I can't have a 30-minute conversation with you, I ain't compatible with you at all. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it just depends on the mindset and where you come from.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I'm gonna shed a little bit more light on those and distract real quick. But when it comes down to longevity, right? Mm-hmm. What does compatibility mean anyway? You know what I'm saying? Compatibility just means you get to you relate to a person, right? That's something that you guys have in common. I don't know about y'all, but I have a lot of stuff in common with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life goes. But not everybody deserves your time. Not everybody is worthy of getting to know you in the first place. Mm-hmm. So that's where you have to kind of trust your discernment, going back to that from our earlier broadcast, and just realizing that if it feels good to you, it's right for you. You know what I'm saying? But communication comes back into this also because you don't necessarily know. You don't want to waste time on a person that don't want to give you the time of day. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people get turned away by people that could be the one that they're looking for because they feel like their compatibility is not up to par. Excuse my language, but fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Have a conversation with a person, get to know them, give them the opportunity to show you who they are. Let them say how they feel without any consequences or interjections, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have thought I was a piece of trash until you got to have a conversation with me. Because a lot of people, and believe it or not, you know, regardless of if you feel like this is a true statement or not, a lot of people go off of first looks. They go off of how a person look before they go off of a person is. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you walking around in public, it might be somebody that look like Quasimodo. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a conversation with them, they might be the soulmate that you was always looking for. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, you can date a supermodel. I don't know if y'all been around lately, but some of these baddies ain't necessarily the baddest one nowadays.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So
talk about that.
So, you know what I'm saying? That. So it's like, shoot, man, boy, I'll walk a mountain with a hill on my back. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get this off my shoulders. But, and I can say that, man, because, dare I say I was in a relationship at one point, and we was always busy. You know, when I was in the music industry, she was a model, and we made time. We were compatible. Why? Because we made time to conversate. We made time to find each other. We made time to build upon what we had as our foundation. And that got us to her being my ex-fiance. You see what I'm saying? She's my ex-fiance because she passed, but that's the only reason why she's my ex-fiance. But, you know, and fast forward, and nowadays, once you find a person you feel like you have some kind of a bond with, that bond can go a long way, but it has to be mutual. That's why one of the main things that I say whenever I have a conversation, I don't like forcing myself on anybody, nor will I ever force anything from anybody, because any conversation that is organic has a natural flow to it. Don't try to be on the same wavelength with a person that ain't even on the same tune. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to old school music. I can rock out. I can vibe because I got that love and that soul in me. But if you're on that trap and twerk stuff, I can't vibe with you all the time. You see what I'm saying? You're not compatible. That compatibility ain't there. If I play my oldies and you say, man, turn that off, we done. You know what I'm saying? Just because, one, you're not open-minded to what it is that I'm open to, and two, you set in your ways. When you set in your ways, you have no room for growth. You can't grow with me if you don't want to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to say about what you do, because I know what you do is what it is that I'm trying to learn. You see what I'm saying? I never try to change you, but I do want you to be able to be more attentive to me. You see what I'm saying? Don't cast me out before you know what it is that I am about. You see what I'm saying? But no, I didn't want to go ahead and put that in real quick. But y'all got me over here on my sipping nowadays.
Okay. Well, man, again, y'all said some definitely some powerful things, man. It is definitely without question. I think compatibility is important. But a lot of the stuff that you also said also ties into having a willing spirit. And what I mean by that simply is having that willingness to learn. As you said, if you stuck in your ways and you're not willing to learn, you doom the building of the relationship. My grandfather used to sit up there and used to tell us that the moment you get to the point to where you feel you can't be taught nothing is when you begin to start your decline. Because can't nobody teach you nothing. And I truly believe that as long as you are on God's green earth and God is breathing life into your body, you have an opportunity to learn. You have an opportunity to sit there and educate yourself about something, because you don't. Number one, let's just be for real. We don't have all the answers to every single thing. We don't. We don't know every single thing. That's why we don't have all the answers. So, in regards to that, you cannot be afraid to sit there and be taught something new. Now, let me be clear about this. When it comes to as people would say, the religious factor or the spiritual factor, at the end of the day, the simple fact is that have your beliefs and don't let go of your belief system. But that doesn't mean the simple fact that you still can't learn something new to help you to become better and do better and be better. So good stuff, man, as always, bro. I greatly appreciate you. We getting ready to take a quick commercial break, y'all. Quick commercial break, and then we coming right back to hit y'all with some more soulful stuff. So again, appreciate you sliding through, coming through. It is your man, 50 Grand, born champion. This is the Soulful Sunday Podcast, and it is brought to you by DJ Joe Brown Productions. And you can go to djjoebrownproductions.com and find out and see the many different shows hosted by the many of us. Don't be afraid to also check it out even on Spotify. Check out my brother from another mother, the one and only King of All Bears. Check out his podcast called Just Ask Bear. It tunes in every Saturday night. Check out my homegirl Bestie with her show, That's My Best Friend. That's My Best Friend. Every Saturday at 4 afternoon. It's check them out. They both are doing great. My boy Barry, he's a New Yorker, so y'all know how that go. Y'all know how the New Yorkers is. But tune him in, man. He got a lot of wisdom, man. That brother got a lot of wisdom, a lot of jewels to share. So make sure to, in fact, y'all tune in and catch him and Bestie every Saturday. Again, Bestie's show is at every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Bears is at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for those of you at Central Standard, that means Bestie's show start at 3 your time, and Bears start at 9. So that's the thing, man. So just tune in, check them out. Even my show, Soulful Sunday as well, is going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on iTunes. But you can catch me here every Sunday afternoon at 1. And we're going to speak from the heart. We're going to speak from the soul. So, now, with that being said, Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Soulful Sunday. I am your man, your nephew, your next of kin. I'm your boy, man, born a champ, and this is